Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Kausar Jahan, Professor and Head of the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering at Rowan University in Glassboro, New Jersey. I'm sorry I'm not in person to make this presentation. I have been very sick this week and hence the virtual presentation. The title of this presentation is Promoting Careers in the Water Wastewater Utilities to K-12 Students and Educators. This is a grant that was funded by the United States Environmental Protection Agency. Our grant is titled Waterworks, Developing the New Generation of Workforce for Water and Wastewater Utilities. We have 5 local partners: American Water, City of Camden Schools, South Jersey Land and Water Trust, Camden County Municipal Utilities Authority, and Atlantic County Utilities Authority. The aim of this grant is to provide hands-on outreach activities, training for teachers and students, curriculum that aligns with the New Jersey science standards, and to develop fun, contemporary virtual activities to primarily provide education for the next generation about the careers, the opportunities in the water and wastewater utilities. Our overall program objectives are to engage K-12 students, specifically within grades 5 through 12, via innovative educational programming about opportunities in water and wastewater utility sectors, increase the awareness and knowledge about the water workforce, support teachers and students in exploring and understanding the crucial role members of the water workforce play in the daily lives of their communities, integrate Waterworks programming into the K-12 curricula at select high schools in Camden, as well as other interested K-12 schools in the area, develop digital and print multimedia to ensure transferability of our programs, and eventually have the Waterworks project serve as a national model for other undergraduate institutions in integrating Waterworks programming in their K-12 education. And finally, of course, the goal is to increase the participation of students from underrepresented populations. The water and wastewater utility sectors in the USA are going to see a large reduction in their workforce because a large chunk of the workforce will retire in the coming years. The diversity of the workforce is also very poor at this point, and so the overall arching goal is really to invigorate the next generation about career opportunities. We want to make sure that the next generation is aware that the career opportunities in utilities range from various levels of education. People with a high school degree versus certificates from vocational schools versus a 4-year college degree, and people having a professional degree. Utilities have a need for all sorts of individuals, and these jobs can range from technicians, machinists, plumbers, electricians, operators, all the way to engineers, computer scientists, lawyers, business professionals, microbiologists. And like I said, that the entry level education can be as much as a high school degree, all the way to a professional 4-year degree or a JD, PhD, or MD degree, depending on the job that is available. So our goal is to make sure that this generation, the next generation students and educators, are aware of the plethora of opportunities that are available in water and wastewater utilities. One of the components, there are 4 hands-on components for our Waterworks program. We have Watermobile, WaterPal, Water Cave, and Water Talk. All 4 components have been designed to educate not only students but educators about not only what happens in a water treatment plant or a wastewater treatment plant, but also all the jobs that are available in these utilities. Watermobile is a hands-on activity. It's primarily a cart that houses a lot of hands-on activities that can be demonstrated in a classroom. WaterPal, as the name implies, is an application that can be used on a cell phone or an iPad or a desktop. And this is primarily both for educators and students to virtually learn the same things that they might not have an opportunity or access for a hands-on activity. A large number of these activities are also mapped out with the New Jersey science standards, so a teacher can easily figure out uh, their lesson plans and how our activities actually map with the New Jersey state requirements. Water cave is currently under progress. This is primarily using a cave to give an immersive virtual environment so that students visiting a cave can experience what it feels like to go through a water or wastewater treatment plant, and also understand the processes and also the jobs that are available. Water Talk is a application where the students learn about how sensors talk to each other and how utilities are highly dependent on sensor technology. So as I had mentioned earlier, Watermobile is a hands-on activity card, and it shows a plethora of hands-on activities ranging from chemical treatment of polluted water to building your own water filter, understanding pollution of groundwater, how buried pipes and how natural disasters can impact buried pipes and pipe breakage, how water tank works, how you can generate electricity from using the forces of water, making your own pump, and also understanding pollution in a watershed. So here are some images from chemical treatment of water, and looking at physical treatment and also making your own water filter. Some demonstrations on how a watershed can be contaminated and the use of a simple watershed model to understand how pollution can occur and run off and contaminate surface water and groundwater. Um, we are also trying to help students understand that the energy stored in water can be used to generate hydropower. And so here's like a water wheel that is running on water being taken from a sink, which in turn rotates the wheel, and a LED light is turned on once enough energy is generated. As mentioned earlier, WaterPal is a application for faculty, educators, and students so that they can learn exactly the same thing that you learned from the Watermobile activities, but this is a virtual environment. Students are also able to select an avatar for a water worker and learn about the various careers in the utilities. This game also exposes the participants to various types of education required for the different types of work available at these utilities. You can see that the curriculum is for different grades, and educator or a student could click on the grade and then pick on different types of activities and see how those activities map on to the New Jersey state standards. But also at the same time, children working on this app can also play a game. Water Talk, as I mentioned earlier, is all about how sensors talk to each other. And in order to teach students how sensors work, we have picked a water quality data collection sensors, and students can place these sensors remotely in a water tank and receive data remotely and analyze the data. And this can also be available on the WaterPal app. Water Cave, as I mentioned, is a virtual reality environment where students who will go through this activity or visits to our water cave located at Rowan University will learn how a utility actually works. And through this journey, they will also have a opportunity to pick an avatar and also learn about the different types of jobs that are available in a plant. As I had mentioned, we have different partners for this project. One of it is the City of Camden schools and area schools. And one of the things we piloted this summer is our workshop. We conducted a 2-week workshop for 15 high school students from area high schools. And what we did is we had them run through the projects I described in the Watermobile. And basically, students also learned about the careers that are available at these utilities. We also have a partnership with our Atlantic County Utilities Authority, which is a utility that is located in Atlantic City. By partnering with the utilities, we are actually providing some internship opportunities for high school students and pre-college students in that area. And this summer, we hosted two interns, one who worked in the IT division of the utility and another who worked as an engineering intern. And the idea is by providing internships and opportunities at an earlier age, these interns will aspire for a position at a utility company. Our project also has a dynamic website, which is the link is provided here. When you visit our website, you will not only learn about the project in its entirety, but also learn about who are the faculty who are working on this project, who are our partners, and the activities. One of the good things about the activities is when you click on the Waterworks activities, you will get tabs on Watermobile, WaterPal. Some of them are under construction, but with Watermobile, you can see that we have these little hexagons in different colors for each activity. So if you click on each activity, you will get a video, lesson plans, etc. for the activity. And this is a tool that we are hopeful that teachers will use. In conclusion, we've just concluded the first year of this project. This is a 3-year effort, so a lot of work still remains, but we thought it would be valuable to share with the community some of the work that we have come up with so far. We are excited that we are using some contemporary tools, virtual reality, augmented reality, hands-on activities, sensors to bring the excitement of careers for the new generation. And our preliminary results, we did do a summer assessment of the participants, the high school participants, and our preliminary assessment results indicate that the activities are exposing not only STEM careers, but specific careers in utilities, not only to K-12 students, but also their teachers. Our 4 core activities that we have planned, Watermobile, WaterPal, Water Cave, and Water Talk, are simple, but they're very useful educational platforms to introduce careers in the water wastewater utilities. And we are excited that the simplicity of these tools will allow other institutions and others to follow suit. I do want to acknowledge the funding that we have received from the US EPA for this work, and also many of our undergraduate students who have helped with the development of the components of the project so far. I thank all of you for listening to this presentation. If you have any questions, you can email me at jahan@rowan.edu. Thank you so much for joining this session. And again, my apologies for not being able to present in person. Thank you, everybody, and I hope you've enjoyed the conference.